Welcome to Nordic Market News, back again after the holidays. Today is Friday, January 13th. We summarize the past week's most market-affecting news every Friday. Looking at the country's stock market index, excluding the trade of today, there have been red numbers across the board this week. Helsinki 25 minus 1.7%, OMXS 30 in Stockholm minus 1.2%, OSCBX in Norway minus 0.2%, Copenhagen 20 minus 1.9% and Nordic 40 minus 1.3%. In Norway, there have been quite a few news about the global oil price and production during the past week. For example, Iraq has decreased its oil export with 170,000 barrels per day, according to the Iraqi oil minister. Another 40,000 barrels will be cut, and by the end of the month, Iraq will have cut production with 210,000 barrels per day. In the meantime, the oil price is somewhat increased compared to at the start of this week. And finally, the analyst of Wood Mackenzie believes Norway's offshore sector will keep recovering during 2017. Also, the Norwegian Consumer Price Index, CPI, as well as core inflation, rose during December compared to same month of 2015. CPI was up 3.5% and core inflation 2.5%. From November, however, both CPI and core inflation decreased 0.5% and 0.4%. In Denmark, American President-elect Trump held his first press conference after the election on Wednesday of this week, making some business sectors happy and others nervous. Life science and big pharma continues to be a target for Trump's anger, talking about greedy prices for medicine and assuring a substantial price drop over time. This affected the life science big players in Denmark, Novo Nordisk, Genmab and Lundbeck, contributing heavily to the drop in Copenhagen 20 this week. Novo Nordisk dropped about 5% from Wednesday to Thursday, and Genmab and Lundbeck dropped around 3%. As in Norway, the Denmark Statistics Bureau has also reported their CPI development for December. Prices were unchanged compared to previous month, but had increased 0.5% compared to December of 2015. Expected increase was 0.6%. In Sweden, Atlas Copco sells its subsidiary Dynapec and with that steps out from one of the group's smallest segments, called road construction equipment. Dynapec is a road manufacturer and was acquired by Atlas Copco in 2007 for 6.3 billion Swedish kronor. That is one of the group's biggest acquirers ever. According to the press release, Dynapec lacks prerequisites for becoming number 1 or 2 in the segment, and the profit level has been and is believed to continue to be too low. Atlas Copco will have to make a downwriting of 2 billion Swedish kronor along with the selling of Dynapec, which will affect the group financial statement for 2016. Sweden experienced its highest level of inflation in December of 2016 since 2010. Inflation rose to 1.7% from 1.4% in November, taking steps toward the Swedish central bank or Riksbanken's 2% inflation goal. According to Swedish Bureau of Statistics, SCB, increasing electricity prices, consumer prices in retail as well as restaurants contributed to the increased inflation. According to Riksbanken, the inflation will reach 2% in the summer of 2018. Finally, in Finland, up to 100 people could be let go from TeliaSonera due to a reorganization within the company. This is confirmed from Sonera's information officer, Tatu Toimanen, and negotiations have started. According to TeliaSonera, the reorganization is important to further adjust to a more digital world. On the upside, the Finnish industry increased its order flow with 19% in November compared to the year before. The largest increase was found within the metal sector with a development of about 25% more orders. That was the headlines for today's program. We will be back again next week with more Nordic news. Thank you for watching.